Jeremy, get out of the studio.
What it do, it's the Wallflower plug, and we back. Today we're doing something different. I'm trying to introduce the different segments first before I start releasing like second editions of every segment. So yeah, man. Today what we're doing is an album review of Travis Scott's Astroworld. Came out 2018. One of my favorite albums of 2018 and one of my favorite trap albums all time. What Travis Scott was trying to achieve here, I would assume, is that he wanted to give people the Astroworld experience. The experience of an amusement park that he used to go to when he was a child that unfortunately got closed down. So yeah, man, I feel like he created one of the most cohesive trap albums ever. It's sonically pleasing, to say the least. And man, without further ado, I'm gonna go straight into the first track, the intro, Stargazing. This song was produced by Sony Digital, and a few other people I don't remember quite well. It's an amazing instrumental with a lot of soaring melodies that just it prepares you for all the songs to come. It puts you in that mood. It gives you an idea of what the rest of the album is going to sound like. It had a lot of loud drums that just got you hyped, and the melodies just complemented the loud drums and used this high-pitched sound, a high-pitched voice that at times it shouldn't work, but it does. Then track 2, we have what I would say is the most underrated song on the album, which is Carousel. The perfect Travis Scott performance song. Literally from the start of the beat, the way it builds up and it just kicks. If you've seen him perform it live, whether it's really live or on YouTube or something, when he's performed the song live, it's crazy. It's what the song was made to do. So the production on this song was Hit Boy, one of my favorite producers in the world, and he also produced Way Back, which is I think my favorite song on Birds. And Hit Boy did what Hit Boy does best. He filled the beat up with a lot of substance. There's a lot of percussion, there's a lot of drums, there's a lot of melodies, counter melodies. It's Hit Boy doing Hit Boy. And then Travis Scott was flowing throughout the song, literally throughout the song, and he was harmonizing so well, using his voice again as he does so well. Then I feel like the highlight of the song was the feature, which was Frank Ocean, and he just delivered. It was just so perfect. If you listen to the beat itself, you wouldn't think someone would come on the beat and do what exactly Frank Ocean did. It was amazing. Sicko Mode. Yeah, I have my views on Sicko. But yeah, everyone is just crazy about the 3 transitions. And everyone who says that to me, I always tell them, go listen to A$AP Rocky's Testing, and you'd see Sicko Mode is a watered down version of what A$AP Rocky was doing on Testing. But anyways, we go to R.I.P. Screw, number 4. So the title says it all. It's an ode to DJ Screw, and you can hear even sonically how it's so mellowed down. It's taken from the chopped and screwed style of music. So it was FKI who produced the song. I feel like that's where he's in his bag, these kind of beats, and he does it so well. And Sway Lee on the song was just amazing. On top of everything, it's a song that just, it feels like you're flying and you're floating rather, and you're just looking at everything and just taking it all in. Beautiful song. Next we have Stop Trying to Be God. Yeah, one of the standout tracks on this album. First of all, You're Welcome by Kid Cudi's Humming. Can never go wrong with that. One of the best elements of the song. Then Travis Scott's voice has never sounded so good on a song, and I must commend the vocal engineer. You have Travis' part, and then it has a kind of like a decline in tempo when James Blake comes on and blesses us with those vocals, and it's amazing. And we think it's over. Stevie Wonder takes it over, and with the harmonic and everything, amazing song, amazing song. Now I'm gonna talk about my favorite song on the album. So I'll call this the interlude of the album. And You're Welcome by this guitar riffs that are so typical of Kevin Parker. I should mention there's 4 people who contributed to this song. It's Travis Scott, The Weeknd, Pharrell, and Tame Impala, or rather Kevin Parker. One and the same thing. And when you start the song, as I said, the guitar riffs are so typical of Kevin Parker. If you listen to Tame Impala's music, that's what you hear from Kevin Parker. The nature of the song and how the melodies were packed is also Kevin Parker-esque, because he does that thing of just putting so much into a song. It sounds so full, and they were able to do a duality of a dark but light, rather lightful.
Lightful?
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying. And they were able to mix those two things, and it showed a beautiful part of the song. And it's kind of a transitional part of the song also. The Weeknd was amazing on his vocals. He bodied it, killed it, murder. It was just amazing. You have also backup vocals from Kevin Parker, where he's harmonizing. You can hear it a bit in the beginning and a lot at the end. You also have Pharrell on the ad-libs on top, and I'm pretty sure he also had a hand in production. And hey man, it's just a beautiful song. And he was talking about some, I won't say controversial, but like just some social issues. He was talking about how if you take a girl out, would you expect sex? He's asking serious questions. It's a serious question. And yeah man, we're gonna move on. I'm gonna skip all the way to Astroworld because I'm trying to keep this short. I'm just choosing out songs that I love on the album and songs that I feel like stand out. It's 2 ways. So I could love a song, but it might not stand out. There's a common misconception about this song that Travis Scott was being lazy. Travis Scott, like, he did nothing on the song in terms of, it was his cadence, his flow. They said he was not doing a lot. And for me, it's a misconception because one thing you can never take away from Travis Scott and Young Thug is that they know how to use their voice. And Travis Scott did that perfectly again on this song, where he just, at the beginning of the song, he just went with one tone to signify I'm still starting. It's an intro to the song. And he amped it up as it got to the verse and the hook and everything. But I mean, when it gets to the verse and the bridge, but immediately when it gets to the hook, it does that thing where it now goes back down and it's on that same tone. I might need me some ventilation, a little vacation, Houston fornication. Perfect. And yeah man, brilliant song. Last but not least, Coffee Bean. This is Travis now rapping. Again, another misconception is that anyone who does trap or is melodic, they do that because they cannot rap. Couldn't be true with Travis Scott. Yeah, the beat was produced by 1985. Instrumental is great, especially at the end where he does that Kanye runaway thing with the voice going through. I think it went through a vocoder, and then it sounds like it's a guitar, but it's just him singing with his voice. Amazing. Subject content is talking about his relationship with Kylie, how a lot of things, just being vulnerable, and it's something that we haven't seen again from Travis a lot, but he tapped into that part of his life, and yeah, man, it was the perfect way again to end the album. You see, the very important thing, he got the track listing right, he got everything right. The cover art was great. He had two cover arts, the light-hearted one and the darkish one, and yeah, man, great album. I feel like I'm done. I've definitely Travis Scott's best album to date. The only album that can compare though is Rodeo, and I just give this one the edge because I feel like in Rodeo he was still finding his sound, and with Astroworld he found it was comfortable, and he got in his bag, and he performed to the utmost. So yeah, Astroworld, be sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Not in that order, but yeah, you'll find the order that works for you. And yeah, man, just let's interact. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, man, follow me on my socials, also Instagram and Twitter, Wallflower MJ_. We out.